Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So day 3 of just talking casually about a few of the products that I'm still enjoying and are giving me some relaxation, respite, a bit of an uplift during these strange lockdown times that most of us are living through at the moment. And I thought today I'd talk about the products that I use in the bath, which also I find in some respects help me get a good night's sleep. Um, I say that because I've been talking to a couple of people who've been saying that they haven't been sleeping well at the current time. I am actually the total opposite of that. I've been sleeping really, really, really well. Best I've slept in probably decades, to be honest. So, what I'm saying about these products isn't really based on recent experience, but I have struggled with a degree of insomnia over the years, particularly just before the menopause. I had a couple of years with really, really bad insomnia, and my sleep patterns haven't been nearly as good since then, really, although it's resolved to a certain degree. And I've tried lots of different things, and the discussions about how to improve your sleep really aren't for this video because there are a lot of different things you can do that aren't necessarily to do with cosmetics or cosmetics, the wrong word, kind of beauty products, as it were. But I do find that a nice hot bath before I go to bed, summer, winter, spring, autumn, I really like. I'm a bath person, I'm not a shower person. I understand how convenient they are, and people find they wake them up and refresh them in the morning. I always prefer a bath. I'm quite happy to take 2 baths a day, one in the morning, one at night, given half a chance, but definitely one at night. And I found that during these slightly strange times, that's really been helpful for me, as it is at all times. And I will say that with all the kind of preoccupation of hygiene, I am finding that if I go out for my hour's exercise in the morning, then I like to take a bath when I come back from that. And if I go out in the evening, quite often that's a good time to take a bath when I come back. So at different times of the day. My favourite bath products, without a shadow of doubt, and you've heard me talk about them before in the empties recommended, are the Aromatherapy Associates. It's a British company, bath oils, and they have a whole range now. I think probably about 12 different types. You can buy them online. You can certainly buy them in Space NK, quite a lot of upmarket outlets. I regret to say they are really, really expensive. When I started buying them, they were about 30 quid a bottle. They're now up to, I think, about £49, something like that, just under £50, which is ridiculous in some respects for 55 millilitres, 1.86 fluid ounces. I will say the oil is very good quality. You only need a few drops to give yourself a really, really highly fragranced aromatherapy bath. And you don't really want oil slicks around the bath anyway, so you only want to use a few drops. So one of these bottles does last a long time, even with daily baths. I reckon you'd get easily a month's worth, probably a bit more, out of one of those bottles. You'll see that I have a whole range of them, so they last for me a bit longer because I use different ones at different times of the day or according to the effect that I want it to have on me. So if you were looking just to get one of them and see if they worked for you or you liked it, some people don't like baths. These don't really work the same way in the shower. They do a kind of shower gel thing. I don't think it's as effective, but maybe that's me, with my preference for baths over showers. I just don't find showers very relaxing. And obviously you don't really tend to linger in the shower in the way you can do in a nice warm bath. Obviously, you might ideally want to go along to the shop and smell the testers, make sure it's a fragrance you can live with. Do bear in mind, taking a sniff from the bottle, they do smell quite strong in a way they don't smell quite the same when they're diluted in the bath. Having said that, one of the things I like about this range, Aromatherapy Associates, is that you do get a pretty good fragrance from them even when dilute, which I think is important to the effect, and to, generally I like a fragrance to spread through the bathroom out into the flat as a whole. And my main gripe with some of the other ranges of aromatherapy oils that I've tried is that they smell great in the bottle, but you can barely smell them when they're diluted. So if you're only going for one and you can't have the opportunity to have a sniff, then I would say go for this one, which is Deep Relax Bath and Shower Oil. They do two relax ones. They do a deep relax and they do a light relax. And I have both and I like both. Marginally, I would say I prefer the fragrance of the light relax, but the deep relax is the one to really get you off to sleep. What they say about it is that it has vetiver, chamomile and sandalwood for a tranquil night. And it is quite a heavy fragrance. I think that's the sandalwood doing its duty there. I've bought bottle after bottle of it and I swear by it. So I'd be interested if anyone else enjoys the effect of it. The light relax has lavender, which is more usually associated with sleep products. It's not an overpowering lavender. It's there in the mix along with Lang Lang and Petitgrain. I do like the fragrance of Petitgrain. I think that's probably why I marginally prefer the fragrance of this one, but I do think the Deep Relax one is very effective. So if you're only going for one, I'd go with the Deep Relax. And then if you're going for a second, or you're not bothered about having a relaxing bath, you perhaps like to have your bath in the morning, some people do, then I would go for one of the Revive ones. I like both of these. Interestingly, I probably like the Evening Revive, which is this one, a little more over the Morning Revive. Evening Revive, if you're coming home after a hard work day and you've got to go out again partying, then you want your Evening Revive. Morning Revive, really nice. Grapefruit, rosemary and juniper. You know I love citrus. You don't really get a huge waft of grapefruit in this, but it's a really nice mix. I really like it. You can see I'm well down on that one, although I start them at different times. This one's fairly newly opened. This is the Evening Relax, which again has Lang Lang, patchouli, which I don't normally like, and geranium, which can be very, very harsh, but actually this is a really nice mix, and I like that one as well. They have a whole range of other fragrances that I've had. They have a Muscle Relax if you're a gym bunny. They have a specific peppermint one. I'm not a great peppermint fan. They have a Equilibrium one. They have a Muscle Relax, have I said that? They have de-stress ones. I've just finished a de-stress one, which I liked a lot. This one's a new one for the range, and this is called Forest Therapy, which has pink pepper, cypress, and hoe wood. I'm not as much a fan of this one as some of the others. I'm not sure I would. This is the first one I've had of this. I'm not sure I'd purchase this one again, but I'd definitely get the de-stress ones. Oh, there's also a eucalyptus breathing one, if you've got a cold, hay fever, those sorts of things. Quite useful at this time of year. I haven't actually got that at the moment. If you don't want to invest nearly £50 in a bottle of bath oil, which would be perfectly understandable, they do smaller sizes, which would let you try out. You'd still get a good kind of, I'd say 10 baths out of the, I don't know what size that little round bottle one would be. And then they do some little tiny ones that come in a multiple set, usually I think 10 or 12 in a box. Really nice present. I think that may be how I was first introduced to this range. Somebody gave me a sampler set. They certainly have those in Space NK. Really good for travel. Yeah, I should have got that out to show you. I have got one, but you can imagine what it looks like. Because I was talking about the sleep issues, I mentioned to Andrew here on YouTube the deep sleep pillow spray from This Works. This is a bit less expensive. It's really a kind of lavender-based, lavender, vetiver and chamomile spray on your pillow before you go to sleep. I'm not as sure how much this works. I don't remember to use it that often. I do travel with a small travel size of it. It just makes your pillow smell rather nice. Doesn't do any harm. Your hair smells nice after resting on it. Worth a try. Anything worth a try, really, in these times to make us relax and enjoy bath time. Yeah, so pretty much that's all that goes in my bath these days. I do have a few kind of my favourite fragranced oils, bath products from, for example, Tom Ford, but I really just bring those out on a special occasion when I want to smell nice and I'm going out. Day to day, and certainly during this lockdown, Aromatherapy Associates has been my go-to. So be interested if anyone else has tried them, what they think. Or is it just a placebo that they relax, or is it just the bath that's doing it for us? Or the other thing I ought to mention is, of course, I think the oil is actually quite good for not drying your skin out when you're a bit older or you're bathing a lot. Particularly if you like quite a hot bath, which I do, which isn't actually great for your skin, but there we go. You have to then have something a bit moisturising. So that's it for today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow or the next day. Possibly a little talk about why I'm not wearing lipstick at the moment and what I'm wearing. Maybe that's what we'll do. Until next time, keep well. Bye for now.